when they were coming up with the final ideas for the final season of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., they knew that time travel was obviously going to be a big factor due to the ending of the previous season, and they even wanted to fill in some plot holes involving a character from the Avengers who was there during the event of the original Avengers and Avengers Endgame, who also happens to be a main character of the final season of S.H.I.E.L.D. and was one of the main characters of Agent Carter. This, of course, being Daniel Souza, who unfortunately we didn't get to see do this, but we know it's sort of in continuity, I guess, if you just do some mental gymnastics. So for those that maybe didn't watch Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. the final season, it's it's certainly an interesting ride, going through different time periods in the multiverse, even entering the quantum realm. It was pretty insane. And one thing that people wondered if it was going to be explored was the Battle of New York, which of course was explored in Avengers Endgame and the original Avengers. And one of the stars of Agent Carter and Agent S.H.I.E.L.D., who is Daniel Souza, was obviously present at the Battle of New York as a cop. Now, they never addressed if it's the same character, but recently, the actual writers of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and the co-showrunner Jed Whedon talked about the fact that it was the same actor, and he said that there was actually plans to shoot a detour with that character having to stop at a event, dress up as a cop, and go to the streets because he needed to be there to kind of close this loop that was happening. But they didn't have time to film this, and also it would have required an entire detour for an episode, which they couldn't structurally fit in there. And realistically, that makes sense. Because again, could you just imagine, they're like, okay, so there's a battle happening in New York. Before we get back to where we were, we have to go all the way back to this event where Coulson also dies. And Sousa, you dress up as a cop because you got to be here at the exact moment. So Captain America's there on this police car. Again, it's a little too fan fiction-y almost to even put in there. So you understand why they didn't do it. But I suppose in your mind, you could sort of do some mental gymnastics and be like, you know what, this is how it happened, and they did it. Which again, realistically, maybe they did, because if you watch Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., we know by the end of the series, there is now multiple timelines with multiple events happening all over the MCU, and certain things that are factoring into small changes. So again, this is very cool. And yeah, it's sort of like, you know what, yeah, okay, it's the same actor. Is it maybe the same character? Maybe, maybe not. I mean, look, Blade is going to be played by the villain of Luke Cage. Is anybody going to question it? Not really.